This is Die Sporting Network.
Second half underway here. Lake Clifton up 25-18. That's the 25-19. That is a blocking foul. So get this one started here in the second half. It's been interesting. Edmondson kind of won the first quarter. The Lakers with 18, actually 19 points in the second, kind of won that now. They're going to hit shooting two here at the line to start the second half off. First shot, as we keep with these free throws since the start of the second half, that bricks off the iron, no good. Second shot here. We're looking to try to get it in, and both of them hit back on. So, Edmondson here. As you said, they're trying to make something happen. Stepped out. Lakers get it off the turnover. So 2 missed free throws and a turnover to start both sides off here in the second half. Over. Inside, shooting two. 7:20 here left in the third, and it's Lake Clifton up by 6. Back to game action here. Key possession here for Edmondson on defense. Three was blocked, but Mitchell fought to get the board. McDuffie alone lays it in. Give him space in the middle like that, he's going to take advantage of it every time. Drive, swings, 2-pointer. That's a foul. Oh, 2 shots. 3:47 left. The Lakers up by 9. Back here to game action. 32-25 lead. Still a 7-point advantage here for the Lakers. Pull up for Connor. Off top, no good. Long pass over. Pull-up jumper. Rolls out. Smashes the rebound back over. A little too far there. .245 left in the third. And it's a 7-point lead here for the Lakers. 37-25. See the Reds going to cut his lead right here. Blocked. The ball stays. Looking to inbound here. Looking. Long pass over. Drive. Swings it. Shot clock down to 10. That's a 2. No. Offensive rebound to Bennett. They swing it back. Long pass. Right. Clifton. They swing it for three. Planko's out. Rebound there by Clifton. Picked off by Brown. Ball lost. Lakers get it back. Monroe lays it in. Lead back to 9. Floater, missed it high. 1:22 left here in the third. Lakers with their biggest lead. They're 34-25. Runs the clock down, 5:39. One. Biggest lead, 11. Had it and lost it. Sandwich there. Out of bounds. 29.2 left. Back for the finish of the third. Jumper. Off the back, no good there from Bennett. What do we have here? Ball back. Clifton, offensive foul. That's Edmondson third in the quarter. Clifton with their biggest lead on Edmondson all year long. Up 13 here in this 1A final. Fourth quarter coming back from College Park. Fourth quarter about to get underway here. Edmondson down, their biggest of the year here in any game. 13. And right now, the Lakers posing their will, especially defensively. Said the first team to 50 would win this one. Edmondson right now got to get in the 30s to make this a game. Off the glass and in. Long pass. See, Edmondson now has changed things up. 7:10 left. Inside. That's shooting two is Mosley. I've heard a lot from the senior here. Quiet in this game. Timeout by Edmondson. And much needed. It's a technical as well. It's not a technical, it's a timeout. And then they shoot free throws. We'll be back in our case as Lake Clifton's up 38-27 here in the football. Back to game action, missed free throws by the Lakers. Back over, Edmondson. Edmondson got to get into an offensive rhythm here. It's really their only hope to get back in this ball game. Well, it's going to be a Lake Clifton repeat in 1A. It stays with the Lakers. to the Lakers 3 times in 1 year. Bounce pass and lost it. Back to Edmondson. 6:47 here left in this contest. Inside, float off top, no good. Monroe. Trap, it stays with the Lakers. He's knocked out. 6:14 left, it's an 11-point game. Lakers playing the ball, it ain't pretty, but they get the job done. You gotta give Coach Tree Harry. That's a turnover there. Atkinson trying to cut this lead in a foul. Maybe coming to the line to do so. Can they get this back in single digits? 5:58 left in the 1A boys final. Back to game action. 42-29 affair. Here for the Lakers. Floater, got it! That was huge from Brown's standpoint. Timeout. 4:15 left. 42-31 game. Back to game action here. The Lakers able to get it around in time. Whistle against Edmondson. I think the 1-1's in effect. Keep you here for it. Hughes there for 1 left. Lead back to 12. Fakes. Drive. Blocked. The dunk won't count from Benton, but the foul before it will. And Brown will be shooting it. 3:52 left. We'll be right back. Back here to game action. Coming down the stretch now. Get over. Layup. There it goes. And the lead back up. The double fingers again. Back up and in. Edmondson trying to hang on here, but time is the enemy. Lake Clifton can see the 1A title again in their grasp. Right at the 2-minute mark and a whistle. Foul is called. 2:05 left. Both teams at 18 fouls. And Edmondson down 9. Up 10. Inside, no. Another foul. 54 seconds left. Coming down the stretch now, 57-43 lead here for the Lakers. That's a three, that was huge. Brown hit that one. Edmondson called the timeout. It's cuts the lead to 11. There's still an uphill climb here. 34.7 left time. Just don't think gonna be enough here for Edmondson. How about it? Yes, this time we will be back with the finish. All right, folks, we're back to game action. With 34.7 remaining, it is the Lakers up by 11. Bounce pass, at the foul there. We'll keep you with these free throws here. Blanco's out the first. It's an 11-point game with 30.7 left. Got the second. Lead back to 12. And now Brown got to hustle and shoot. Does, throws it up. No good. Offensive rebound. It's picked. And there it is. The Lakers will repeat as 1A champions with that throwdown. And by Monroe, he's had a great game. Deep three. No. That will do it. Repeat as 1A champions and beat their rival Edmondson for a third time this season. Disappointment in Edmondson's side. We're going down to get a little closer in for the post game as well. Both interviews on both ends. We'll be back with both coming up. Edmondson getting the runner-up trophies here, the Red Storm this year. Good year.
And the head coach of Edmondson-Westside, Mr.
Most danceless second time losing in a final. And in the season out, 21-4 on the year. Had a great year. 3 of the 4 losses was to Clifton. The other one was Kansas City, the last regular season game of the year. Your boy. Give the Lakers the trophy. Started the year off with their first loss against Wilson, and then haven't lost since. There on that one, huh? It's all good. Deep run into March. Does it again. Send it to 1A trophy. For the second straight time.
Y'all ready? Here you go.
interviews coming up in a moment.
I'm playing them this year, so you know we was trying to do a couple things different, switch the defenses up on them a little bit, but they played poised down the stretch. We even had a couple times when we cut the lead back down to like 6 points. So we had the momentum, but we had like 1 or 2 big crucial turnovers, and Lake stayed poised. They had a bunch of free throws down the stretch, and they came out with the win. Overall, I'm just proud of my guys. We had no expectations from day one, and for the kids to come in and listen to the coaches and play as hard as they play, and to make it to the championship game. I wish I could take my heart and put it in them, but I just for the overwhelming effort that they've played throughout the year. I'm just happy for these guys just to make it this far. We came up a little short, but I'm most definitely proud of them and proud of the effort. And I want them to hold their heads up no matter what, because like I said, from the beginning of the season, we didn't know what we was gonna have because of COVID. But overall, I'm happy, and I'm happy with the way our team played throughout the year.
Questions? Yeah, Coach, talk a little bit about what was it about Lake Clifton this year with you guys were so close and the matchup was right there, and what do you think separated you guys with them?
Well, they play hard, and their chemistry. Those guys been together for a long time. We got some pieces that we just put together. Josiah is a sophomore, so he played well down the stretch. My 2 seniors, London and Antoine, played well. So we got to get back at the drawing board. And like I said, I have nothing bad to say about Lake Clifton. Coach Tree and I are real good friends. Them guys, I coached them in AAU, and they played well. They played with poise down the stretch, and they deserve it tonight because they played better than us.
Capital Hoops. You guys got out to a strong start in the first quarter. In the second quarter, they got going. What was the difference in that second and that third quarter that ultimately was the difference?
Shot selection. We missed a couple of easy buckets in the end of that first quarter that I think would have really put us in a good position. But like I told the kids, we got to keep fighting. Then just a couple of turnovers and missed assignments on defense. But Lake Clifton hit a couple of big shots. So that was the turning point. But like you said, we started off strong. We just didn't finish at the end.
Talk about the 2 games during the regular season, and what did you try to switch up for the third match that you thought maybe would be the difference?
Well, just hoping to wish from the beginning. No, but just try to change the defense on them. We played them down. We played them close. Every game we played them this year, so we pretty much know their personnel. So I try to change the defense up on them a little bit. So like I said, beginning of the first quarter or within the first quarter, we was in the game, but we had a couple mental lapses down on defensive end, and then they hit a couple of big shots. And basketball is about runs. They made a run, and we wasn't able to sustain their run.
How frustrating was it? You guys just missing so many, and a lot of chippies.
Real frustrating, and that's what I told the guys. Even in the first quarter and in the second quarter, said, fellas, this team is too good for us to miss these layups. We got to make these these bunnies that we're missing. We got to make them. We make those layups early. It's a completely different ball game. We actually was up if we make those couple of putbacks that we missed. So it didn't fall our way. So my hat goes off to Lake Clifton.
Coach Dantzler, this is a historic night. 2 Baltimore City teams playing each other here at Comcast. Let's talk a little bit about that. I know they didn't go your way tonight. Third time, and it's been like you said, runs. Both teams had comebacks on each other. It's just been a good series between y'all two throughout the last 15 years, really.
And that's really how it's been. A lot of the times within the years that I've been coaching at Edmondson, Coach Tree's been at Lake, it seemed like whoever wins the region end up winning the championship. So that's just how it goes. Baltimore City basketball, to me, is different and like no other. It's competitive. Like I said, Coach Tree has always been a mentor to me, So if I do have to lose a game, which I don't want to lose any game, but if I got to lose a game to my mentor, I can kind of deal with it. I just feel bad for my kids because they fought all year. And like I said, to have 4 losses all year and 3 of them beating one team is what I won't be able to sleep easy about.
Any one of you guys just want to share about what you guys accomplished this season? A lot to be proud of, guys, really.
A while ago, first, yes, since COVID kind of backset our team a lot. So coming in the season, we only had really 4 guys. We had no clear at all who would show up, who would come in the door. But for us to make it this far through all the tough injuries, I'm battling with an injury. Antoine battling with a knee injury. A lot of people battling with the injuries. I'm even though we lost, I'm still proud of my guys that we fought all the way the whole season to come to this point. We just came up short, but I'm very proud of my guys.
It's amazing, really. Like Leonard said, we came in a year, not a lot of chemistry. We had 4 guys. We lost a couple pieces before the season started. Making it this far throughout the season with the injuries that we do have, it's not an excuse, but we came up short. We fought hard. Some plays didn't finish. Those are mental mistakes. Coaches put us in the right position to make plays. As players, we just got to finish. The team, I'm proud of us, really. 3 losses coming to one team. It's tough to come by. Beating a team 3 times is tough to come by. So hats off to Lake Clifton, but just being me and Leonard last year, Josiah coming back, I just wish the best for my team next year.
Last question.
When I first came to Edmonton, I didn't know really nobody here, and I didn't know who was gonna play. And when I first joined the team, I didn't know we really know. And I'm glad throughout the season we had to build more good chemistry with the team. And we did have a good season. We did go through a couple of injuries and stuff, but I'm just proud of it.
We'll be back.
Awesome,
That's one of the good things. Like I said, my heart goes out to the seniors with London and Antoine. I know this hurts a lot, and I know it hurts Josiah, but Josiah's a sophomore. He's a 10th grader. The sky's the limit for him. So, a couple of pieces, and hopefully we'll be back down here next year. And like I told the guys, and I'm going to tell them in the locker room, they're going to have a bad taste in their mouth, but overall, to have 4 losses and to lose in the championship, I couldn't ask for no more better guys. And like I said, we've been battling through it all, through COVID. I got like 5 or 6 guys that are injured that really stuck it out there, that really played as hard as they could play with the injuries. But like I said, for a remarkable season, this is one of the best seasons. Just to have these kids and the brotherhood that they have. And just all in all, I can't be upset with these kids at all because they most definitely laid it all out on the line for me. And I'm proud of them.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you to the players.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, man.
It's been a long grind. It was just great to be back to basketball again. They could have played this game in a rec gym. I would have been happy doing that. We was waiting for basketball, and I didn't know what to do with myself because I wasn't connected to my kids the way I would like to be with them academically and just supporting them emotionally. But I think the key to this whole thing, we stay connected virtually. I created a virtual athletic department platform, and we can stay connected virtually. Twice a week we talk, how school going, just to stay connected. And I think that carried over into this season because we didn't get away from each other. We stayed connected the whole time we were off. And came in this season, put that work in, and here we are now.
Coach, it's worth the wait?
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. But I didn't think I was going to make it. I thought I was going to commit myself to a hospital because I was that bad off. I missed it that bad. All I've known is basketball since I was 10 years old. And then to have it just snatched away, I was screwed up, man. I was screwed up. I watched so many DVDs and YouTube. The TV don't work no more because I would just watch stuff just to stay connected. But it was worth the wait.
Can we talk a little bit about the challenge of beating a really, really good team 3 times and what was the key today?
That was hard. Coach staff always have his kids ready to go. They're going to play hard. They're going to stick to the script. They're going to be competitive. I think the key was we stuck to what we did, and they couldn't take us away from what we did. And that was the key. We stayed resilient. We dealt with adversity. We dealt with some ups and downs. And that's how I train these young men to be men to deal with challenges and adversity. And lucky enough, when you can teach that life skill on the court. You saw today with some adversity out there. Sometimes we're looking good, and we just kept grinding out, kept pushing and pushing, and that was just the key.
Yeah.
Hey, Coach, you guys had a slow start to the game. Only had 6 points in the first quarter. But that second quarter, y'all rattled off 19. Third, y'all also won that quarter as well. So just talk about what was the difference in that second and third quarter that got things going for you guys.
Defense. I would tell you guys, if we do anything right, we have to play defense. Because you're going to have some poor offensive possessions. It's going to happen. I mean, just a dream game is 4 great quarters of offense. That's a dream game. But you got to be prepared when you have those moments where you're not scoring like you would like to. You still got to get stops. And you can see we stayed resilient on defense. Even when they scored, they had to work for those shots. They weren't just getting easy shots. They worked for their shots. And then once the defense got us going, they got our offense going.
Yeah, Quentin, can you talk a little bit about that as well, just getting on track and what that feeling was like when you guys found your groove?
Yeah, defense. Coach always tells us this. If anything we're going to do right on the court, just play defense first, and then our offense will come. So we just all just play defense. It was a slow start. We had to catch the feeling, get them recognize what they're doing. The second half, make some changes, and start stopping.
Yeah, talk about that, Miles. Just like I said, you guys were down 12-6, and I thought one of the keys, and when she was here, was Jalen hit, I think, a 3-pointer. And at that point, you guys got to it. Right? Kind of talk about that.
Yeah, we trust our shooters to shoot when the opportunity comes. But just like Lisa already said, when our defense picks up, it changes the momentum of the whole game. Like from all aspects, rebound better. Every offensive aspect we do 10 times better after we start strapping down and playing defense. So when we drive, we see our shooters, we trust them to make the shot.
Yeah, follow on, Chris. Talk about that commitment to defense.
I feel like once our defense started, we just started to click more. We just started to have to feel more for the game. So once our defense started, we trusted all of our guards. We trusted every single person on our team. So we just got to keep the flow going.
Coach, when Christopher fouled out, how did the game change for you guys? Because the team Edmondson made a run.
Having them out on the floor is a major difference. Luckily enough, there wasn't a lot of time with them being on the floor. I think we've been in trouble with a lot of time with him being on the floor because he brings so much, just leadership, defensively. You see he rebounds, he just go get it. Like he don't wait, he just snatch it off the top of the box. And everybody just can't do that. Lucky enough, we had some guys. That's why you have a team that can step up and fill the void. And those guys saw him go out, but you guys weren't on the sideline. He was still engaged in the game. That's the key. He did not foul out and sit down and cross his legs and whine. He was totally still engaged in the game from the bench as if he was in the game. And that helps his teammates to keep going and give them belief in each other.
Anybody part of the previous title? 2019?
2019, right?
Kyle Hoggett, number 23.
Yeah.
This is his third state championship because he played JV he played with us for 3 years. I mean, he played Boston for 4 years. Yeah.
Yeah. Miles, just talk a little bit about this journey and this year and how special it was, just everything you guys had to deal with COVID and this and that, and then here you guys are doing what Lake Clifton has been doing for a long time.
Right, for all of us, except for Kyle Warren, COVID hit us hard. So we didn't get to play last year. Our first varsity season is this year. So we all had to get used to how everything works up in varsity playoffs, and playoffs are new to all of us, except for Kyle Warren. Hey, Coach. And Coach can use all those things. We had to overcome a lot of things that we never seen before. So we knew we had to stick together. We all out here fighting for our own personal things, and then we know if we play together, everybody gets what they want. So it worked out for us.
No, Coach Tree.
State titles. You've won title in each classification, which has never been done.
5 or 6.
I think it's 7.
7 now.
Rest of 6.
7. You guys have 7 now.
It's 7th and 6th that I've coached.
Where does this rank at with all your accomplishments?
It probably, with the situation returning from and dealt with, returning from COVID, dealing with COVID, we were lucky enough that no one got sick. We all fully vaccinated, but it doesn't guarantee you're protected. To return from not playing from COVID, to play during COVID, on top of dealing with your competitors, that's a lot to deal with. That's a whole lot to deal with. And try to get young men to deal with, this may be at the top because of the circumstances.
Coach Tree, you know, I've seen y'all biggest games throughout this run this year, and
Appreciate you.
no problem, and it's been a fun journey to watch. Looking at Edmondson on the other side, it was a Baltimore City final, something we haven't seen here with the reseed and everything. Could have happened in 2020, but we didn't get to see it. How did that feel for you? And I know seeing Coach Dansler on the other side there.
No, unusual. I have a lot of respect for Coach Dansler. One, he can get his players to play. You can see how we greet each other and things like that. We're competitors with respect. That's what we're competitive with respect. I'll be honest with you, I prefer not to play them again. I'll be honest with you. But it happened, and we just put our heads together as a group, and we figured out how we can get through them again. And we were fortunate to do it again today.
Last question. Coach, I just want to say, man, it was just good seeing Coach back on the sideline with you, because I know emotionally having him over there, you know, the energy, it just flows. You know?
That's another part of the season. A lot of you don't know, my long-time assistant coach, Stephen Hill, had a stroke when COVID first started in October. He wasn't going to make it. He made it through. Of course, he has damage because of the stroke. But we've been blessed. Like, basketball serves, it's like a pill. It's medicine. And he came to practice every day this year. Came to all our home games. I didn't want to take him on the road too much, because sometimes you never know what's going on, and then you got to try to take care of him. But he came to every home game, and it was medicine for him. He came to every practice, and he coached a lot of these guys 2 years ago on JV. So they were his babies. Like, he coached them 2 years ago on JV. But just to have this basketball season be uplifting for him, you can't put a price on. You just can't put a price on.
Yeah, quick comment on that real quick.
Yeah, I played with Coach Hill, Steve Hill, my freshman year. It was a blessing to see him again after he recovered from the stroke he had, and then he was there every practice. Like this year, he was there every practice and every home game. So it definitely did help me out seeing him again.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you,
Coach. Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
1-8 title.
Pour water on it, man.
It's all good in the spirit of winning.
It's worth the water.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Coach.
Appreciate what you do.
Thank you. Klossberg and Weston to come from the 4A girls final here on DSN.
This is Dye Sporting Network.